Welcome to Modified Dreams Not Deterred. I'm Judith. That mountain that you are on, or that mountain that is ahead of you that you are trying to get over, get on top of, or get beyond, one day will be so far behind you that you will not even notice it was there. Those struggles you are facing, those obstacles that you are facing, those roadblocks that you are facing in your life at this very moment, one day they're going to be distant memories that you will probably forget as well. However, on this journey to your mountain, are you prepared? Do you know your navigation? Do you have the necessities that you need to ensure that you have enough vigor and vitality and strength to approach that mountain, to climb that mountain, and to get over that mountain? Do you have the tools you need to ensure that you keep on persevering? The truth is, beyond the mountain that you are trying to reach, it seems invisible just now, but before long, that mountain that you're approaching will no longer be visible in the distance behind you. But through this journey, the person that you are becoming, the attributes, the values, the strength, the people you'll meet on that journey, the things that you will overcome in that journey will stay with you forever. You see, that is the point of your journey. Your aspirations, your hope, your goals, your dreams are that which is your focus right now that seems so difficult and so hard to attain. It seems so impossible because there are other factors beyond your control that plays into you attaining the possibility of overcoming or achieving or going beyond that mountain. How you perceive your journey makes a big difference. Are you learning patience? Are you learning hope? Are you learning strength? Are you learning peace? Are you learning to ask for help when you need it? Are you learning to accept that an answer of no does not mean it's impossible, it just means not yet? Many times we want things to happen right now. We want the answer to be yes. But sometimes your yes are not supposed to come from the person you anticipate that yes is supposed to come from. There are many times when people are on a journey of difficulties, they are not aware of the resources they have. The expectation is if I call Tom, because Tom and I are so close and I've been there for Tom, the expectation is that Tom needs to be there for me. That is not always possible because what we fail to recognize that we're all going through different seasons, and maybe Tom just does not have enough within himself to pour out to you to help you. But you may be on that journey with another person who is also trying to attain to their mountain, and they can give you a helping hand. Are you hopeless? Are you thirsty? Are you weary? Maybe someone else on your journey can inspire you to tap into a deeper connection with God, with faith. That can help your journey as well. Maybe you need to go to an interview, but you cannot find the attire to present yourself accordingly. Maybe someone can lend you or loan you something to wear. Maybe someone can take you to Walmart. Maybe someone can take you to a thrift store, will you see that on this journey, you're being molded to have humility? See this as your practice, right? If you're running a marathon, you want to build up your resistance. You want to push yourself. Because for everything you overcome, it's quite likely there is something else in the future that you'll have to overcome. Yes, you will remember this journey, but what stays with you is what you learn from this journey and also what you achieve at the end of this journey. The mountain behind you will no longer be visible or relevant because healing takes place through journeys of difficulties if you allow yourself to truly feel, to truly breathe, to truly take a pause and accept growth. What is in your first aid kit? And these are like knowledges, right? So your first aid kit is things that you need along the way. What is in that kit? And you may ask yourself, life is just lifing. Even when life is lifing and you have minimal needs, in those minimal needs and minimal provisions, right, there is still possibilities. You still have your health. You have a roof over your head. Whether or not that's your home or you're staying in someone's home or you're going through a challenging time in your life, ask yourself, what did I want as a child? How can I still allow myself to be shaped in possibility? There is a statement in the Caribbean culture that says, if you're not dead, no call it duppy. So if you're still alive, there is possibilities. Because somebody had hopes of living today and they're dead. Somebody had dreams today, but they're in jail. Somebody is in a less fortunate position than you are right now. You see, I remember some time back wanting to go back to school and then thinking about possible scholarships or student loan and how I'm going to balance the responsibilities of my personal life and attaining a dream. And it seemed so impossible. But then I remember being in university and then saying to myself, how am I supposed to balance the responsibility of life and get good grades in time to graduate? And something came to me. There are people who are hoping for the experiences that you have. Don't complain. So you have a job and you have to wake up early and you have a family and you feel like life is lifing. Don't complain, because there is somebody somewhere who is praying to get a job. There's someone somewhere who is hoping just to get a 20-hour position. The weather is changing. Yes, it's cold. And for many of us, we're asking ourselves, what were we thinking migrating to a place where we know we're going to go through a few months where it's almost like wanting to hibernate? Think about the strategies that you can take to ensure that during that season, you offer yourself some comfort and some reassurance that summer will come. It's the same concept of that mountain that's ahead of you that you feel like you can't quite get over. Hold on, keep going, use your resources, get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable, Know what your resources are. Reach out. Reach out to someone. Reach out to someone too. If you have overcome that mountain in your life, reach out to someone because we can all make a difference. Someone will experience the same thing that you're experiencing in some time or some point in their lives. Will you share your journey with them? Will you share your values with them? Will you share their strength? Will you share how you overcame and help them with tools so that they too can get over that mountain? It's also important to remember that when you have reached beyond that mountain and you have seen the promised land, or you have been able to embrace that which you hope for, remember to occasionally take a pause and reflect at where you once were, where you are now, because each time your finish line is attained, it's move a little bit further. And I think that's well, maybe for a lot of people, I would say success is a ever moving finish line, which means today my anticipation may just to be to get up, go to my basement, go on the treadmill, and run a mile. Chances are, if I do that consecutively for a few days or a week or 2 weeks, eventually, as I become comfortable with my achievements, I will more likely want to increase my desire to maybe run 2 miles. But yes, there might be people who become content. If you're one of those people, then that's great as well, because we all have different goals and aspirations in life. And that doesn't mean that you're lazy. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. We all know or need for satisfaction. But also remember that mountains in your life will come. Yes, many people's like, well, I just want to win the lotto or have enough money. Money does not bring happiness. I think what brings happiness is connections, whether it be connections with family, with friends, with your neighborhood, like your church community or community resources or a sports team or work. But some sense of connection, I believe that's what brings happiness, the sense of belonging. No man is an island, no man stands alone. However, the resources of having wealth is a great thing because you're able to sustain your needs, you're able to help others along the way, and it's one less worry. But I think having people in your life who truly cares for you, who truly loves you, who truly cares about your mental health, who wants you to win, who wants the best for you, is priceless. Because there are people who are also wealthy, but they themselves feel alone. And as you think about the cares of life and you think about those obstacles you face, there are people around you that are also facing difficulties in their lives. Will you make a sacrifice? Because sometimes we are thinking about, okay, I have this mountain ahead of me that I'm trying to climb, and I've been through so many things in my life. And here is somebody else who, seemingly from the outside, is doing so well, who have it together, who may have less responsibilities than you do. No, don't just look at someone and make an assumption, because you truly don't know what someone is going through. They have only told you a part of what they want to share with you. And so you have to tell yourself in those moments, is God expecting me to be that vessel of hope or that vessel of fulfillment for this person? Because we all need to be uncomfortable sometimes and step out of ourselves, because we ourselves will have needs. Or kids will have needs, or parents will have needs, or siblings will have needs. And your blessing will come. It may not come from the person who you helped, but your blessing will come because it is somebody somewhere that is praying for me. There's somebody somewhere that is praying for you that has kept you, that has kept us, right? It's by no strength of our own why we are able to stand and hope and believe. So as you go through today and you think about that mountain in front of you, that obstacle, that roadblock that you are facing in your life, think about how you can prepare yourself on this journey, how you can equip yourself on this journey. Think about your resources within your own family, your resources within your own community. Sometimes it may mean just going on your city hall website. What resources do they have? If you're looking to go back to school, it may mean checking in with HR, seeing do they have resources for you to go back to school. Check in with your local college. Do they have free classes that they are offering if you are at a certain age where you have not yet achieved an associate or a bachelor's degree? Can you volunteer? Can you volunteer at a homeless shelter or a senior citizen building? Can you bring a smile on someone else's face? Because many times you'll be surprised the joy you can feel when you impact someone else's life to feel some joy. So again, that mountain in front of you at some point will be so far in your rearview mirror, you will not even remember it was there. It will be so blurred and dim and dark that you will not remember the obstacle that you were once being faced with, but the person that you are molding, the person that's being molded, and that means mind, body, and soul, is going to be forever changed by this journey. So it's what you do on this journey that matters. It's how you treat others on this journey that matters. It's how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, how you give yourself grace. Because life is an ever changing and evolving journey, and we are all going to experience things differently. But if you can stay focused that you just need to get on top of that mountain to just look down and see the possibilities of something new. Have a mindset that when I get there, when I get up on top of that mountain, when I get beyond that mountain, I have a plan. What is your plan? When you achieve that which is in front of you, what will you do with those achievements? Do you have a plan and a goal of how you can allow this journey to shape you? Cry if you want to cry. That's healing. God understands the tears of your heart. But also rejoice. Because when you get on the other side, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be your testimony. And how can you testify if you have not gone through something or overcome something? And remember to help someone along the way. Help someone that in the future you'll see going through the same journey or a similar journey to what you are currently going through, and remind them that you understand how it felt, but though it's two different journeys, here is how I got through it. Keep on keeping on. Remember, you're still upright, and once you're upright, there is possibilities. It's not when you get to the top of the mountain, it's not when you get to that dream or that goal that you have, is that you get there. Because accomplishing something in 1 week and accomplishing something in 1 year means that you have accomplished it nonetheless. The only difference is attaining something in a week can mean different things to different people. So if I attain something in a week, that's a big deal. I'll probably in awe be like, wow, that only takes a week. It's quite possible that I can do anything. Because I know that I've attained it in a week, chances are I might not be so gentle with it. Chances are, yes, I'll care about whatever that is, but I'll know that it's quite likely I can achieve that again. But if it took me a year and I've had a intense journey, then I know that there is delicacy in that journey. There's something that I learned. There's something that I overcame. So my perspective on that which is achieved within that year period is that, wow, this must have been worth it. This must have been ordained for me to achieve that. And there's an expectation that now that I have attained that, then what is the purpose? Maybe it's just how my mind is wired, or maybe it's just human behavior. But I think that the things that are very difficult to achieve is sometimes held on to more tightly, is nurtured more deeply, because we remembered how difficult the process was to get there. So as you continue on this journey that you're on, remember that mountain in front of you is movable if you have faith like a mustard seed, the size of a mustard seed. But more than anything else, that mountain will at some point become so far fetched in the past, or so far in the past, that you would not even be able to see it or remember that it was once there. Or the appearance of this mountain will no longer be a mountain but a hill. But be no longer a mountain but even a valley behind you. So remember, you do not have to deter your dream. You can modify them. Modify your dreams to your best ability so that they can still become capable. Maybe instead of going on top of the mountain, climbing the mountain where you have no strength, go around the mountain. Modify those goals and those dreams and still have a vision in mind of where you're trying to reach. But again, remember, you do not have to deter your dream. You can modify them.